Good morning, YouTube. We are here at John Deere. We're going to be picking up a mini excavator, bringing it to their other store in Oxnard. Now it's just trying to figure out where I got to go. It's one thing that sucks about these places in California. I mean, this is more open than I thought it was going to be, but a lot of these places are tight. They try to maximize every little inch of their yard with stuff. But I'm just going to crawl back here. You said the docks are back here somewhere. There they are. So we'll back up to one of this guy right here. Nice and easy. Perfect. One thing about California, man, this dust is fine, so it just sprays up. Y'all, let me go check in and get this over with. Alright, y'all, we are loaded, like 11,000 pounds. We're 78 miles away from our drop. Got through the scale, no problems. Now all these slow trucks just want to stay in this lane, but I'm pretty sure that right lane ends, so I can't remember. There's a guy coming on the highway, so easy load. I had some first happen to me today though. It took me a lot longer to get out of there than I wanted to. I had a chain turn in my binder and got stuck, so I had to literally use a hammer to get the chain to come out so that way I could move it. So that part was interesting. And then it took a while to find the guy that loads it. So that was the other problem I had. don't know what it is about local drivers. It's not that I hate local drivers, just they give no fucks about anything else. Wait till you see this Subaru. It's ready for liftoff. Alright, it's from Arizona. Pretty sure he lives around here. Anyways, I'll try to be nice for the rest of the day. Just people get on my nerves. Yeah, I don't know what I'm getting after this one in Oxnard. I don't know if I'm going to Port Hueneme, I can never say it right. Getting something or what. I still got to email my dispatcher and see what the plan is. So, but I'll catch you guys in a bit. Alright, y'all. So I came from that direction and I had a blind side in. There's not enough room for us to get around the building. I'm just waiting for them to take this off and figure out what our next plan is. Alright, y'all. So I got metal I-beams. I use straps. I gotta fix this one. It went over my my bitey edge protection. It's only about 30,000 pounds. So what I did, just because I'm super paranoid, is I threw chains over the belly, going the opposite way of all my straps. So the same with the back. I got 4 over the top on front and back, and then because I picked this up out of California, I have the second penalty strap within the first 5 feet. So, but the Mighty Products edge protection here is doing really well. It's not cracking, not breaking. So, and honestly, this load hasn't moved an inch all the way from California. So, but it's going to a solar farm in South Texas. So, easy load. All right, good morning, YouTube. I left the Loves there in Sonora, and I came to the Pilot here in Junction. Just topped off. For those if I can talk, that does vape and stuff, if you run out, the Exxon across from the Pilot has the disposable vapes, just so you know. And so I picked one of those up because I really don't feel like smoking cigarettes. So but they have a pretty good selection. Like 18 bucks, 17 bucks plus tax or whatever. Just want to give you guys a heads up. It's gonna be a short day. I'm only about 200 miles from the Flying J there in I think it's George West, which is not that far from where my drop is. So I set myself up for Monday morning, and then I don't know if my load's changed to get back home or not. I was supposed to pick up 2 or 3 skids going to El Paso and New Mexico, but the last drop in New Mexico is up in Farmington, and I don't know if I'll be able to get home in time. So he's trying to find me a load that's going directly to Arizona, because I have to be home on the 22nd. So my one of my middle boys is graduating 6th grade, so I wanted to be there for that. And I've been out on the road for a while, so it's time to go home, see the family, truck and where I'm doing it. I will say it is nerve-wracking, definitely when you are basically the sole provider for your household. Is it worth taking that risk? It can go both ways. You know, the benefits, you can make a lot more money. You're more in control of what you're doing. But then you have the risk of not making any money, and so that's where I'm getting stuck at. And honestly, I'm the kind of person that thrives with stress. It's just not what I want to do necessarily. I don't want to put myself in that situation. So we'll see. I found a couple trucks that I would love to have. I posted one in the Landstar Texas Ranger Facebook page. It's a T600 big house. It's not a huge, it's not a huge ARI, but it's got, it's home shower and toilet. And honestly, that's my main thing, because then I really don't care where I park. So. I could get that and still be on with Valley, I'd be set, because the loads we do aren't really heavy, so I would be okay with that. And it's a 13 speed. I want to say it's a Cat C15. I can't remember offhand, but I like the T600s. Some people don't. I like them. I found a couple FLDs as well. I would love to get a P, but I just don't know if it's feasible. And I'd love to find one with an N14 Select Plus or a Detroit 12.7. I wouldn't mind the 14 liter if it's non-EGR. And those are the rare ones. So yesterday I didn't film much. I really didn't have anything going on. I was trying to, yesterday I did a 34, but Friday I was trying to deliver this load on Friday, but they're only taking loads Monday through Thursday, so I wasn't in a hurry, so I started messing around with speed and fuel mileage. When I was going 75, I was getting 6.58, and before everybody goes, the dash isn't correct. No, but my ELD is pretty accurate so far with what I'm gaining, or what I do with math between paper and pencil and the app I use. So kind of like I said, I'm just doing a rough estimates on as I'm driving, but when I slowed down to 70, it went to 7, 6.8, 6.9, 65, I was getting 7.3-ish, somewhere around there, and then I actually put cruise on at 63, and I was getting over 8, so now my plan when I get my own truck is I won't be running 75 miles an hour. I can promise you that. I'll probably keep it between 60 and 65, and because your fuel goes to your bottom line. So if I can save money on fuel, I'm not worried about getting that one extra load every month or whatever. But when you save with money on every other load, it gives you the ability to speed up for the loads that make sense to do so. If the load covers me to go 75 and is required to get said load done, then fine, but it makes no sense to go 75 as an owner-operator just because you're losing out on a lot of money with fuel. I'm sure I'll get a lot of kickback from the old timers saying I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm a rookie, blah blah blah, but you know, it makes sense when you actually do the numbers. So, but with that said, we're just cruising down. We're 100 and so miles away from San Antonio, and we're just gonna cruise on down the road. So for now, let's ride. All right, y'all, we are in San Antonio. Sure, bro, take my bumper off. We're gonna cut over here towards Austin, and then cut back down on 37. I honestly haven't been this way in forever. Pretty easy day. I probably could have taken the 410 around and down, but I haven't been through San Antonio in a hot minute, so it's kind of cool seeing where I used to be when I was at school for foreman here. So I know the 37's right here, so I'll take 37 south down. George West, or where I plan on stopping. So I used to, when I was stationed in Corpus, my buddies and I would come up here for autocross. So it's been a while, but I kind of know the area somewhat. Like racing and like time attack, autocross stuff, Mitsubishi Evos, Subarus, give my buddy's channel, Bang for Buck Racing, a follow. He knows his stuff, and he tries to teach easy ways and different ways of thinking about racing and how to do it. So he's the one got me involved, and then me as an idiot, I got rid of a car that was actually really reliable and pretty good at autocross to get an STI, and that was game over for there. I forget what that tower is, but we're going right through, almost to the center of San Antonio now. You know, it's crazy being from the north. You'd think the Alamo is, you know, this big thing. But when I went and visited the Alamo when I was stationed here, you don't realize that it's actually really small. Really small part of San Antonio. But this is probably the least amount of traffic I've seen on, I think I'm on a 35, 37, that I have in a while. I believe that's HEB Arena where the Spurs play. I don't know if, I know it's sponsored by HEB, but I don't know if HEB plays. Yeah, I believe the Alamo's right there to the right of me, or left of me, I mean. Yeah, I like San Antonio. It's just way too big for me. I'm not a city person whatsoever. And I know when I was stationed up here, I would drive down to Corpus when I got orders there just to see, you know, how it was, where I was going to be at. It's about a 2-hour drive or so. fastest I've ever been in and out of San Antonio. Normally this highway is a cluster. So I was actually on the CB talking with a Clean Harbors driver. Kind of just been following each other. He'd pass me going up the hills because I'm heavier than he is, and then I can go a little bit faster than him, so I'd crisscross back around him. But once I got towards the city, I just let him stay in front of me. There was no reason to try to get in front. Not in a hurry, so I'll be parked probably around 12:30. So. Yeah, this is a, I don't know if I said it, but this load of steel I-beams is a Landstar brokerage load. It's pretty light. I honestly can't remember what I said before I did 34, but when I got on the cat scale, I weighed exactly 70,000 pounds, but I was with just under a half tank of DEF and fuel. So I mean, it's not bad. It's not a crazy heavy load. It hasn't budged an inch. My Mighty edge protectors have been doing well. They haven't cracked, haven't moved, keeping my straps from getting cut. So I wish I could have gotten the truck washed, but I'll do it when I start heading towards the house. So I have a feeling that this load's going to go in a field. So I'd rather not get it all washed just to get it dirty. So it is what it is. It's about 89 degrees. At least that's what the truck's saying. I idled a lot on my 34. It was over 100. I don't like idling a truck, and I definitely don't like idling a pack car, but that's the thing about these APUs. Once it's over like 95, 90 degrees, it can't keep up to keep the truck cool. So I know this video is kind of all over the place. I just kind of want to give an update. I probably won't put this out till tomorrow once I deliver. But it's nice being in Texas. I love Texas. If I could find, a decent price property that in, decent school district for my kids and whatnot, I might have the say trying to get us out here from Arizona. But comment down below what truck and engine setup you would get, and I don't mean for emotion side, because if I could have my way, of course I'd have a 379 or 389 glider with a Detroit 12.7 or an N14 Cummins or a Cat 6NZ. But for what truck is the best in your guys' experience for making money and stuff? Because I know if I get a truck, I need to be as efficient as possible. Yes, I like my long hood, but if that means I have to get an aero truck for a while. However, I did find a rare 579 with a Detroit in it, factory glider, but gliders go for some top dollars. So that's my whole thing is, if I have to finance, I don't want to finance anything more than like $20,000. So like I said, I don't want to finance anything more than 20K, just because I know I can make that back in a couple of months. And my whole thought process too is, it might be expensive, it might be hard. I got to look into cost, but if I can get, a really good aero truck, say a Volvo, Cascadia, that's really down sped. It gets really good fuel economy. The money I save in fuel could potentially allow me to buy a 379, a 389, a W9, a classic cab over, something, to rebuild, classic FLD, to rebuild and be able to do like, maybe some loads with, stuff like that. So comment down below on your experiences, what truck I should get and why. Don't just say, a 379, but why. I like having legit conversations, not just with emotions. I don't necessarily think about trucking with emotion like a lot of people do. Yes, I love this truck, I love the hood, but if it doesn't make sense to own and operate, then it's, I won't do it as my actual money maker, if that makes sense. Landstar Texas Ranger, he knows I'm actually semi a Volvo fan, but it's just the efficiencies of them that I like. I think they're hideous. The new ones look, they haven't come out yet, but the new ones look pretty decent. But just on the efficiency side, it's more what I'm looking at. How can I keep the most profit that I create, the money you make off the loads go to your top side, your top line. I want to be able to carry as much to the bottom line as possible, and so that's kind of what I'm looking at. I want to set up my business, whether I'm leased to somebody or not, for success. I still want to be able to come home a little bit more than I am now. It might not be every weekend, but if I could do it, a little bit more, that'd be nice. So, there was an automatic truck wash I could have done right there. That's kind of what stuff I'm looking at. I like to base, my decisions more on numbers than anything. I know with my overall fuel mileage on this truck is less than the 579 that I had at E.W. Wiley, but with their discount at Pilot, I know the cents per mile for fuel is actually less. So stuff you gotta look at, and but we're gonna keep rolling. We're about 130 miles from Corpus. I'm not going all the way to Corpus, so we're about an hour from where I plan on stopping. So I'll catch you guys here in a little bit. All right, y'all, we made it to George West here, and at the Flying J. About 38 miles from my delivery tomorrow, so it'll work out perfect for us. They open at 8, so I'll try to get there a little before then. My truck's saying it's 102 degrees. I don't know if it actually is, but I forgot how humid it is down here. I actually kind of miss it down here in a way. It's nice seeing like the grass, and there's always usually a semi breeze down here, which is nice. Well, I'm gonna end the video here. I'm gonna put this side out. I'll start, with delivery and then our next load tomorrow. So stay tuned. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.